If you watched my most recent video, then you know that I have to send my Smith & Wesson L-Comp 586 Performance Center pistol back to Smith & Wesson for a minor barrel finish issue. Now, before I do that, there's two things I got to do. One, I'm going to have to unload it, of course. And two, I'm going to take off these nice wood grips. It came with two sets of grips. It came with the wood grips, and it came with a set of plastic grips too, or rubber grips. I'm going to put the rubber grips back on it before I send it back to them, because why send them the nice wood and get it all scratched up? Now, while I'm doing this, I wanted to answer a question here really quick, or readdress a question, actually. In my last video, I actually said why I was changing from my regular Chiappa Rhino, which is my summer carry, to this gun for the winter carry. And even though I covered that in the video, I got several people asking me, why'd you switch from the Chiappa Rhino to the Smith & Wesson 586? Like I said, even though that whole video, the first several minutes of it, was talking about why I did that. So I started thinking to myself, maybe I'm being, inconsiderate of some of my slower viewers. So I thought I'd explain it here in terms they would be able to keep up with and they would be able to understand. Old gun go boom, 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 boom. New gun go boom, 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 boom. Old gun aluminum, which mean weak. New gun steel, which means stronger. That means shoot hotter loads. And now I will pause for about 20 seconds while they all continue to laugh because I said the words hotter loads. They should have composed themselves by now, so let's go on with this. Like I said, to those of you that can speak English, the reason I switched is because this gun has one more round and it will handle those hotter loads that I like for winter carry. Loads that I know are going to go through pretty much anything they need to go through. And don't join in with the losers and start laughing because I said hot loads. Let's be adults. So as I said, I'm sending this back to Smith & Wesson. It's probably going to be gone for 3 or 4 weeks, maybe even longer, maybe less, hopefully. And a lot of people are asking, in the meantime, will I be switching back to my Chiappa Rhino? And no, I will not, because it is still winter and I still want to be able to shoot those hotter loads. So I'll be switching to my Smith & Wesson 686 Plus. This is pretty much the same gun as my 586, except that it's not compensated. That's pretty much the only real physical difference between these guns, other than the fact that this one is stainless and the other one is blued. Now, I have made one change to this gun already, or at least I've started to. I took out the original sight. It originally had one of these ramp sights with the red insert. I hate these things. And I have replaced it with a green fiber optic high-vis front sight. This will be so much easier to pick up than that black blade with that little red insert on it. I just don't like those at all. This is so much easier for me to see. Now, I haven't completed this install yet. I haven't drilled for the pin, so let's do that really quickly here. Now remember, stick your number 54 drill bit in as far as you can really get it. You don't need much bit to drill that little hole. I see people trying to hold their drill bit all the way out to here and try to drill like they think that they're meant to do that. Don't do that, because all you're doing there is risking breaking your bit. Okay, now I just got to put the pin in it, but I want to be a little honest here. I didn't really just drill that right there in front of the camera. I actually took it back, put it on a block, leveled it up, and then drilled it. But I wanted you to see me get started there so you know what it looks like without having to readjust my camera. But it's still really simple to do. I wouldn't worry about it if I was you. Just do it. In fact, getting the pin back in is harder than the drilling. Okay, so the front sight is on now. Now I'm going to change out the grips. You notice I took the wood grips off the other gun earlier. I'm going to put those rosewood grips on here because they're a little bit shorter and a little bit easier to conceal. Now, before I go on, I will say that normally I would have told you to tape off the barrel up here before you actually installed the sight so you didn't scratch anything or scuff anything on this matte surface on the top. But I already had some scuffs up here that I wanted to bead blast off, so I didn't worry about that because I'm going to give this a once over with the bead blaster before I'm done today. So there you have it, my 686 Plus 7-shot 357 Magnum stainless steel revolver from Smith & Wesson. This is what will be taking the place of my 586 L-Comp in my everyday carry holster until I get my other gun back. Hey, I just want to add that this might not be in my holster very long though, because I saw the unfluted cylinder version of this gun at my local gun shop today, and since I have very little self-control, I'll probably go over there and buy it. I won't need both of them. I'll probably keep the one with the unfluted cylinder, so I might be selling this in the next day or so, because I might be getting the new version of this with the unfluted cylinder today, and if I do that, that will be what will be in my holster, not this one.